Well, that's a long day. Long day. I'm on my way home. Just got done watching Don't Believe Me, Just Watch. Finished second, I believe. I think he raced very well. First over again. Always gets himself in a tough spot off the gate and ends up first over. But raced very good to finish second. He's been a good horse for us. And as I said many times, and as I said last week, he's in the right class. So that's a good spot for him. So great job by Anthony Hahn and Harry Polton. The horse raced great. Raced 4 at Mohawk. The only ones that lost, I drove. Not surprisingly. Matt's MVP. I had talked to my partners in Matt's MVP tonight and said, listen, we've patched, and the horse is trying his hardest. Tonight he wasn't good going up to the gate. He actually warmed up pretty sound, but they have put a ton of material on the track, and he had flip-flops on. Did it make a difference? Was it the shoeing? Was it him? Was it a million things? I don't know. But I can tell you what, he's not super comfortable. You're not going to be able to race him competitively in stake races like this. You're not going to be able to patch this up week by week. This isn't a maintenance type thing. His check ligament right front is hurting him because his right hind ankle and right front knee are bothering him a little bit. And the flash point, as I called it the other day, is that check ligament. It's a problem, and it's one that is going to continue to plague him for now. Anyway, this isn't a debilitating problem that will cripple him. This is an issue that will mend. It will heal, but we have to give him the right amount of time. There's no way to work around this. There's no workaround for what's going on with this horse. So I pose to everybody, rather than being infatuated with stake races and needing them to be there and ready for the summer, why don't we just give him some time off? He's clearly going to do well in a non-winners of 1, and I think he can become a decent horse non-winners of 2. And if he's even as good as I believe he could be, he can race competitively in the non-winners of 3. There's money to be made there. And as far as selling Matt's MVP, his value as a horse is not going to be diminished. He's a good-looking big black bugger with a beautiful gait, and all the roadster people are drooling over him every time he races in Northfield Park. We've had multiple people come up and offer to buy him. I just think that value isn't going to diminish. That value isn't going anywhere. Why don't we take care of him? Somebody had said to me today, one of our clients had said, it seems like you're moving away from own it a little, love it a lot. I could see how somebody would think that. But what I am moving away from are models or portions of our former model that don't work. They just aren't conducive with us doing well in horse racing. Now, we could go back to the way it was, which I think would be a massive regressive step backwards. We could open up a petting zoo. But I think if we want to do good as collectively as a group, then we have to understand what we do well, what we don't do well. We have to understand what horses are effective and aren't effective, and move quickly to remedy those situations. I could come on here and say, we're going to get rid of Matt's MVP. No, I don't think we should. I think we should give this horse time. Let him grow. He's earned it. This is a horse, if you go back and watch the videos last year, I didn't have too many favorable things to say about Matt's MVP. I do now. I respect horses that try. And he's trying. I think we should turn him out a month, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, whatever. Bring him back. That money in the numbers of 1, 2, 3, it's always going to be there. The value is him as a horse is not going to be diminished. All you're risking is a little bit of time. That's it. So I think we're going to turn out Matt's MVP. I like the horse. I think he's deserved it. I think it's the right way to go. You are going to see shares of Matt's MVP pop up tomorrow. People not wanting to stay on board. And that's fine. I'm not one of them. I don't mind giving a horse that wants and deserves time, giving him that time. I don't mind doing that. Anyway, that's Matt's MVP. Next was Blue Bayou Dio, and I looked at the program. I didn't get to post. You guys are getting a lot of videos all at once because I was getting low on my minutes. As you can imagine, I've been posting a lot of videos, and I haven't been on Wi-Fi. I've been in Ohio, on the road, here and there, doing this, doing that, and I chewed up a lot of my data. So I was just being a little careful over the next couple of days. And I can't post them until I get home. So you're going to get a number of videos today. One talking about the races tonight that have already happened. This one, a post video about the races that did happen. And as I said, you know, we all have our boiling points in this game where things just kind of bowl you over. And yesterday was a tough day for me and for everybody at the stable. But we need to move forward, and as doing so, the sun comes up the next day. We qualified. Bomb Hugger looked incredible. We weren't without our hiccups. I told you that, you know, Of Tom was kind of ordinary. 1-2 skip a few. There seems to be a spark plug missing there somewhere. But we'll get to the bottom of it. Overall, it was a good day in Ohio. Come back here. I literally got back to the property at Mohawk. I left Ohio, drove straight to Mohawk. I got here at 5:53 to warm up the horse at 6 o'clock. I warm the horse up, get here, he makes a break, I stay, I watch Blue Bayou Dio jog. James moved her like, 14 times? Moved her 3 times in the mile and she jogged. She looks so good. She's just such a nice filly. I gotta take this text. So Blue Bayou D won very easily. Then I went out World for 2. Can't ask for much more than that. Horse goes out and follows James the whole way around. Paces 54-3, 28 flat in the end of it, and looked great doing it. Very, very happy with him. And then what about Unbeatable Kemp? Just jogged. He wasn't perfect. Left stifle was shaking in the winner's circle. We got to get a little vet work done to him. But I will get it done. I got to take this call. Obviously, I'm getting hounded, harassed. But that was tonight in a nutshell. So the races are over. Great night for the stable. Don't believe me, just watch. Second, Blue Bayou Dio jogged. Unbeatable Kemp jogged. The other 2 horses, World for 2, raced well. And Matt's MVP is heading to the field. So you'll have another big video tomorrow. A lot of qualifiers, trainers, and schoolers going on. Hope you guys had a decent day. Take care.